running for his life a bit during the Chiefs' Super Bowl loss to the Bucs, and something Tom Brady may have actually seen coming. In a joint interview with the two QBs several days before the game, Brady was asked about what part of Mahomes' game he'd like to steal. Take a listen.
I love how he drifts back in the pocket, takes it about 6 yards deep, and then drops back to about 19, 20 yards, probably 15 yards, right foot in the ground, and then flicks that ball, 60 yards down the field and on a dime to Tyreek or something like that. So he just has a great awareness of the pocket, incredible vision of the field. He knows exactly when to get rid of the ball.
Shannon, was Brady complimenting your guy or critiquing Mahomes?
Skip, is really hard to tell because Brady is so scripted. So many of what comes out of his mouth is cliche-ish. So it's really hard to tell. But I mean, I can understand, because I can assure you, when guys, running backs, was watching Barry, they wish they had the improvisational skills that Barry had.
Yep.
But they knew ultimately that would sometimes get him in trouble.
Yep.
And in a situation like this, I mean, it seems like Brady was prophetic in how this game
did seem that way.
Well, it was going to play out, because he was sure drifted 15, 20, and trying to flick the ball down the field. Skip, it was just, sure, like you said, what's so hard for people to understand is that Brady is not Flash. Brady is a Cadillac. That's all Brady is. He a Cadillac, maybe an Eldorado, maybe a Seville. But that's what he is. He's not a Ferrari. No. He's not a Tesla. No. He's not a Lambo. No. He's just an old school, your grandpa caddy.
And it's moving at 35 miles an hour.
That's it. Yep. Brady ain't gonna do no pirouette and like you say, flick the ball 60 yards down the field of Mike Evans or Scotty Miller. That's not what he is. And I'm sure there are aspects of other guys' games that Brady wish he could have to his game. But he would not trade any aspect, because he's like, I might not be as flashy. I might not have all this other stuff, but I'm 7-3. Then would you take some of that flash in order to win another Super Bowl?
Yep.
Would you give one of those MVPs away to win another Super Bowl? Brady says, yes, although I would like to have some of that, that's what he said. He ain't say it, but what he said, yeah, I would like to be able to do that. I'd like to be able to pirouette and, off one leg and throw it 60 yards. But not at the expense of me winning the way that I've won and what I've done. So, Skip, although I do think he was complimenting me and complimenting Mahomes, and he would like to have some of the aspects of Mahomes' game to his game, not at the expense of winning.
Which is why, after I rewatched this in hindsight, I believe between the lines, if you listen carefully, even though it was disguised or camouflaged in aw shucks, gee whiz, wow, I can't believe how gifted you are, there was some critiquing going on between the lines, because, as I always say, Brady is the ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing.
Right.
This whole comment was a wolf in sheep's clothing, because it's uttered in this, oh, wow.
Can you believe it?
You, golly gee. And yet, in the end, the tone feels like, but good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck with all that.
Good luck winning.
Yes.
Long to big picture.
Big picture.
That type of style.
Okay, so now we have hindsight of seeing what happened in the game. 25 times Patrick Mahomes drifted back more than 10 yards. 25 times he retreated from the line of scrimmage more than 10 yards. Well, that's unheard of.
Unheard of.
Okay. Do you realize Tom Brady got rid of the ball in the Super Bowl quicker than he did in any game the whole season for Tampa Bay? The whole season. You could have all of them. It was, I think, 2.24 seconds per. That was his average release time. Did he one time leave the pocket? Some of the other games this year, he would get outside the pocket occasionally. We saw him make a couple of decent throws outside the pocket. Did he leave it one time?
No.
Not one time. So he is right on schedule. It is pure textbook versus throw the book out the window.
Right.
Okay? It's what I wrote about for FoxSports.com. It's wow versus yawn, because Brady's just a yawn. It's just hard to wrap your arms around it, because it's not all that fun to watch.
Right.
He is long drive clutch, but he's not walk-off play, signature play clutch.
Right.
He just keeps delivering and executing with this classic precision.
Right.
And it's not that it's spectacularly unspectacular.
Skip, he doesn't have the no look. Brady, if somebody ever flicked Brady's foot like that, Brady's just going to take the sack. He's not going to throw the ball like we saw Mahomes throw the ball.
No,
Brady just go, hey, you got me.
You got me because nobody would teach that.
No.
You don't coach it. You don't teach it. And yet he went completely over the edge into spectacular. And a couple of times he almost pulled off some spectacular plays. The one play where it got through to Tyreek, I think there was hands on the ball, but it hit him in the face mask. He wasn't quite ready for it, but it hit him in the face mask. And my God. It's just, and after a while, I told you in the second half, I thought he started to bail a little too quickly because he likes bailing. And it's what people expect him. I compare it to the Michael Vick experience in Atlanta. After a while, as Michael will tell you, I had to start kind of living up to the expectation of it. Well, he was trying to live up to pulling off the play of the year, the play of the decade. And guess what?
Skip, he was looking for that one play that would spark them.
Yeah.
And if he could have improvised, got out of that, he almost got sacked, throw the ball 30 yards down the field, somebody take it for a touchdown, maybe that, because it's always, Skip, if you notice, it's always been a play that would spark them and get that offense going. And their offense is their defense because they need a lead so the defense can start feasting. Once Mahomes get rolling, but that never came. And if you mentioned how quickly Brady got the ball away, you see, what happens when you disrupt the timing? What they did, they said, okay, we're going to rush 4. We're going to play cover 2, but we're going to put our hands on you. Because we just want him to hold it just for a 1/10 of a second. Now, Shaq, JPP, we're going to make him hold it. We're going to take away that first read. You got to get there the second time.
Okay, but I also think that Todd Bowles instilled and drilled into his DBs, you cannot give up on the play. You cannot let them uncover because he is the uncover master. If he does... And by the way, he looks like he weighs like 235 or 40 to me, but he can move now. He has it's just supreme athletic ability. He played shortstop. He was a pitcher. Obviously, his father was a very good major league pitcher. But his ability to get outside the pocket, it's almost to my eye test eye. He doesn't look that quick until you start saying, well, wait a second.
He's gone again.
He's gone again. And they're having a hard time chasing him down. They're taking better angles. Like you said, they're cutting him off at the pass so he can't turn the corner. They're running him to the sideline where finally he has to just fall out of bounds and throw it. But he does have escapability to him that I didn't see at Texas Tech like that.
No, I didn't see it either. I didn't really know he could run like that until last year, I guess, in the playoffs. When he broke 2 of those runs.
So after a while, you start to lean on it too much. You start to rely on it because in the end, what wins in this league at the highest level is pocket passing. It just does. It always has.
And occasionally you'll have to get off script to make a play, but that can't be your primary bread and butter.
It cannot, because Brady just showed you the recipe, the formula. At 43, I'll just stand right here, and I'm going to have to speed read because I'm going to have to pick the right guy quickly. And if I find the right guy and deliver it in 2.4 seconds, you're going to have a hard time stopping me.
And that was the thing, Skip. They never got Brady off that spot. And they never rerouted his receivers. And so if you don't do that, if you let the guy, whatever he wants, his first read is Mike Evans, he's there. If Chris Godwin is his first read, he's there. If Gronk or Scotty Miller, if that's his first read, and you haven't moved him off that spot, you're not beating Tom Brady.
You're not going to beat him.
He can play till he's 50. If you don't do that,
he will slowly but surely pick you to pieces, just as he did the other night.
And if you think about it, Skip, what did Coach Belichick do to the greatest show on turf? They got physical, play cover 2 style, be able to get home on Kirk. What did we just see? Get physical, be able to get home on Patrick Mahomes. That's the recipe for any great offense. That's what the Giants were able to do to Tom. Tom understands it no matter how great you are. If somebody can get you off that spot, they got him off his spot. He didn't even have no spot because he was all over the place, Skip. I don't know where his spot was supposed to be. It was just never where he wanted it to be.
So in the end, as even you have acknowledged, Brady knows and sees all. Nothing gets by him. So in that interview, that pre-Super Bowl interview, I think he was sort of foretelling what was about to happen. Like, wow, Patrick, that's amazing. And good luck.
That's amazing. But if you think you're going to win long-term, multiple Super Bowls like that, Skip.
No.
Think about it. Fran Tarkenton was all over the field. All over the field making plays.
I know our younger viewers have no idea what you're talking about, but he was impossible to corral.
Yes.
You just couldn't get him down. And he played the Raiders in a Super Bowl that I covered at the, it was at the Rose Bowl.
Rose Bowl, yeah.
Was it the Coliseum? No, it was at the Rose Bowl. And the Raiders beat him down.
Yes.
Because they were able to hem him in and keep him from hurting
and
them.
then that was the one old man Willie Brown. Old man Willie picked him up, but they were physical.
Willie Brown. That's some greatness right there.
But you know, that's the style they play. And so that's what you're gonna have to do. That's what you're gonna have to do with Tampa moving forward, Skip. You're gonna have to get in there, the receiver.